If Hashem is everything, how can he have a relationship? When Hashem relates to us, it's really him relating to himself. A real relationship is an interdependence where you create something together. You're on a mission together. How can Hashem be in a relationship if he's everything and all? Then there's no one to relate to. There's no one to partner with. So Hashem otherizes himself, so to speak, into you and reunites with himself through his relationship with you, which is what every marriage really is. That's why the best metaphor for the relationship between Hashem and the Jewish people is a marriage metaphor. King Solomon was the wisest of all men. And when he wanted to have the best possible metaphor to describe our relationship with Hashem, he wrote Shir HaShirim, which is a love poem. He wrote it as a marriage. What's a marriage? Think about what happened. You have Adam HaRishon. Adam was not the first man. Adam doesn't mean man. Ish is a man. Ish is a man. Isha is a woman. Adam is an earthling from the Adama. Hashem looked at this earthling, this being, who was totally self-sufficient. And trust me when I say his life was a lot simpler. And he said it's not good for him to be alone. So he split this being into two, into man and to woman. And then he said, now cleave together and become one flesh. Hold on a second. You had one, you said, no, it's not good, let's make two. You have two, and you said, no, become one. Why did Hashem do this to the first human? Because he wanted to imprint in our psyche his experience, Hashem's own experience. What is Hashem's experience? That everythingness, so to speak, separates himself into otherness, creator and creation, infinite and finite, and then says, now let's reunite and become one again, which will ultimately happen when Mashiach comes, and we'll see how creator and creation are one, the infinite and the finite are one, the soul and the body are one. So really, this is the metaphor. Marriage is the metaphor for Hashem's relationship with us. Yeah. If you're asking what are the offspring of our marriage with Hashem, it's the good that we do in this world. It's a partnership. And that's what the Dira B'Tachtonim is, by the way. When we speak about Dira B'Tachtonim, Hashem wanted a dwelling place in the lower realms. What do you think that means? That means he wants to marry his wife, and they should live together in a home that she sets up for him. He could go and live in some bachelor pad. He could rent an apartment in Manhattan. That's not what he wants. He wants his wife to make a home for him, and he should move into it. The home is the world that we, the wife, and I include myself as a wife, because all Jews are wives to Hashem. You know, I was once at a retreat, and this woman interrupted me. I forgot what I was speaking about, but she says to me, why do you keep calling God him? And I said, because he's my husband. And she got like a little bit taken aback. I said, yeah, it's true, he's my husband. And I said, you know, it's interesting because my wife gets to be a wife all the time. Because down here in her terrestrial marriage, she's a wife. And then also with Hashem, she's a wife, because all Jewish people are wives to Hashem. I said, for me, it's very confusing, because with my wife, I'm a husband, but with my husband, I'm a wife. And that's why I, as a man, have to constantly be reminded that I'm a wife. That's why I have to say Shelo Asani Isha in the morning. A woman doesn't have to remind herself that. You know what I mean, Shelo Asani Isha? The double meaning. Shelo with an aleph, Shelo with a vav. Shelo Asani Isha. He didn't make me a woman. Shelo with a vav. He made me his woman. He made me his wife. Because I'm not a biological woman, I have to constantly remind myself every day that I'm his woman, I'm his wife. And that's why also I put on tefillin. Women don't have to put on tefillin. I need the tefillin to feminize myself. When a man puts on tefillin, do you know the bias? The box is supposed to be like a womb, like a uterus. And the ritzua, the strap, is supposed to be like an umbilical cord. And then when you wrap the strap around your finger, it's supposed to be like a tabach shel kiddushin, like a marriage, an engagement ring. And that's why before you do it, you say, Asher kiddishanu b'mitzvaysav. He who sanctified. Kiddishanu is like the word kiddushin, chuppah v'kiddushin. The word for marriage in Jewish tradition is kiddushin. Asher kiddishanu b'mitzvaysav. He who married me, not just he who made me holy. Asher kiddishanu, he who made me holy, he who married me, betrothed me with his mitzvahs. So the whole thing is about marriage.